Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off we go.
Oh yes, and hopefully the Twitch delay will catch up with it very soon. So here we are, Pokemon Puzzle League for the Nintendo 64. We're doing very hard mode. And this mode isn't super trolly compared to maybe super hard, but if you let these opponents get a few extra things at you, then some of these stages can get really out of control.
Yeah, I've had stages go, 3-4 minutes before, so they control, but unlikely.
So I am the current world record holder for this category, and I kind of wrote the book on this. So I kind of recommend doing like a bunch of combos and like a 4 or a 5 chain to make sure that you fill these opponents' stacks, because they will get around to clearing a bunch of their stuff a bit quickly. So combos and chains are usually the most preferred method of a mix of combos and chains is usually the most preferred method of filling these opponents' stacks quickly. And once you do that, most of them will generally take care of themselves. So let's see. We got a nice little 6 chain over from Forky here, following up with another chain, and looks like his Misty is not taking too kindly to the idea of being sped-ridden against. meanwhile, Kirara just now going after Brock. So to make combos and chains, if you have not seen this game before, maybe you were only tuning into the Wario's Woods action from before and didn't see this. The idea of this game is that this is a match 3 affair. You can make more than 4 in a row match for a combo, or you can try to link sets of clears, like Forky is displaying rather exemplarily here, and chain them together. And the combos and chains do 2 things for you. One, they make garbage blocks according to the size of the combo or chain. The chains make the thick garbage blocks you will see. The combos make the narrow garbage blocks that you will find on each side of the field. In addition, the combos and chains create a phenomenon that we call in the community a stop time, and that stop time freezes the gradually upward rising of combos and chains for a time after the combos and chains are made. And it looks like Kirara's Misty is getting a bit preoccupied with getting a bit preoccupied with the garbage, but Misty's able to get through all of that, and it looks like Forky had to restart Erica for a better setup, which that is a thing in this game, as ridiculous as it may sound. You can reload a stage, hope for some better luck, some better RNG, as it were, and just maybe you can get a stage that you be more likely to beat in like 20 to 30 seconds or so, as you would hope to get in this mode. So Thomas, as you look at how these players are playing right now, seeing that Kirara is falling a little bit behind, what do you think he can do to hopefully catch up on this? And at the same token, what does Forky have to make sure he continues to do to make sure that he maintains this lead?
Yeah, Well, I think from what I've seen so far, Kira just has to make sure that he keeps the AI topped off, because V-Hard AI is they're slow, but they are still pretty quick. But with the beginning AI, they're usually not that fast, so sometimes just keep them topped off will eventually lead to getting the win.
Unfortunately, there's still a little bit of space on Kirara's Erica at the moment. Forky spending a lot of time on the stage, and he might be in a bit of trouble losing his lead here. And there's the kill for Kirara as he takes the lead, and there's a force kill on Erica following from Forky just right behind. So this match at the very start is starting to look very, very competitive.
Yes, Kirara, had a little bit of trouble on Gary 1 at the start, falling a little bit behind. He's now come back. He's got a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, it just goes to show the random nature of this game. And just to exemplify that and to show just how contrasting these two players are. Looking at Speedrun.com on their leaderboards, Bbforky has a personal best of 13 minutes 57 seconds that he achieved about 2 years ago, and then Kirara here has a personal best of 23 minutes and 45 seconds that he achieved 2 days ago. So one may be fresher in the ways of V-Hard than the others, but it's a little early to tell at this time if that is going to make a difference. But the fact that these two players can remain that kind of close, even though Forky is trying to pull away here at Sabrina, the fact that these two players can be that kind of close, even about a quarter of a way into the run, just goes to show you just how random Puzzle League actually is.
Yeah, definitely anything can happen. Where there is possibilities, we could see an upset or two in this tournament.
Very much so.
And that'll be especially more so once we get into the super hard rounds, which will be very interesting to watch.
For sure. Only the first 2 rounds of winners will be in very hard. Every round after that will be a super hard affair, and it will get very, very crazy indeed. Unfortunately for Forky, he did like the kind of patented double 4 combo and 5 chain strat, and Blaine's just happening to get to those clears, and it looks like Kirara's Sabrina is wasting a bunch of his time as well. And when I say double 4 combo, I should point out that when you start a chain in this game with a combo, then several of the combos that you make during that chain will have their tiny combo garbage fall on their opponent's side of the field first, and having that garbage really low on the field, separated from the main combo, from the main garbage, can really distract these opponents. It becomes a preferred tactic even in the super hard runs.
Yeah, the double 4 strat is basically the most consistent thing we have going in this game, because, well, quite frankly, there's nothing else that we've tried that's consistent for running V-Hard and S-Hard.
Yes, this game's definitely open to some form of innovation on that front. So catch up on the action here. Forky working his chain magic on Team Rocket, making a 6-chain with his 2-4 combos, and very nice kill on Team Rocket, 14 seconds. Holy wow, that does not happen too often, so you learn to cherish those. And thank goodness Kirara finally got through his blame with a 102.
Yeah, Bbforky, doing his double 4 strats. They are really good when they work out.
And when they don't, it basically plays out like a regular playthrough of the stage. So this game is just that random. And we say that 2-4 combos are the way to go in this mode, and oh, there's a force kill from Kirara on Tracy, as Forky manages to finish Giovanni. So Kirara's trying to keep up just a little bit. And back to my point on double 4 combos, when you make multiple 4 combos in a chain, they tend to get grouped together, and because the 4 combo garbage is only 3 panels wide, one piece will fall on the left side, and then the other piece will fall on the right. So it increases your odds that one combo piece will separate from the rest of the garbage and create the ideal AI manipulation, as it were.
Right. So you have to be careful not to make too many 4 combos. Otherwise, they can join together with the rest of the garbage and thereby clear, with the rest of the garbage if the AI decides to clear them. So ideally, you would just want to do 2-4 combos. That way, it gives a better chance that one of them will separate from the rest of the garbage.
Yeah, looks like Forky is currently knee deep in this Richie match. We have a bit more of an affectionate name for Richie that I should not try to repeat here for reasons that would become obvious once you heard it. But that's just the nature of the game, as it were. And it looks like Shippo didn't quite send enough chain garbage, so Giovanni still has room to work with here. Oh boy.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky on Shippo's side. Giovanni actually lowering both 4 combos at the same time. Sometimes they can do that, and other times they won't. So that's another sort of random thing.
Yeah, it just at the end of the day, it just kind of comes down to timing. Like it's not always important how much garbage you send. It's oftentimes more important when you send it, as these two players are undoubtedly demonstrating with some of these really long stages going on right here, especially Forky with his 2.5 minute Richie going on here. He'd been so quick to reset on Erica because he was pretty confident about getting the quick kill with the garbage AI manipulation at that point, but I wonder if his confidence has wavered just a little bit as he continues to gut it out on this Richie. Meanwhile, Kirara is still getting his time wasted by Giovanni, even though Giovanni himself would say that his time was being wasted instead.
Well, Giovanni, he's a businessman. He runs Team Rocket. He's got no time for games. Well,
the world, at the end of the day, the world will be his. That's That's for sure, if he is to be believed. So let's see how Forky approaches this Lorelei now. Looks like a really substantial chain with a lot of combos. Deciding at the last second not to pull the trigger on the 7 chain, and Lorelei continues to chain afterwards, so it may still help. Oh, and that should be the quick kill for Forky on Lorelei. So good job out of him. Now 3 stages away from the end of his run, and Kirara still losing a lot of time to Giovanni.
Yeah, Kirara's in a tough spot right now. Currently doesn't have Giovanni topped off, and he's got a bunch of garbage that he's dealing with. It's a really tough uphill battle that you're in if you get into it, but oh, he has passed Giovanni now.
And now a quick kill from Forky on Bruno. Now 2 stages away from the victory. That his run might be poised for something like 18-19 minutes. Anyone that tries to play this mode fast in a decent capacity knows how difficult it can be to keep this run under 20 minutes. And right now Forky's poised to do just that.
Ooh, Forky going for the NPC dual force strat, starting with 2 4 combos right off the bat.
Oh, his Gary is lowering, and there's a clear. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, these attacks can be just so hard to time. It can be so hard to tell when to send an attack. It's a skill that I try to employ with all my runs by paying attention to what the opponents are doing, but even I have quite a bit of trouble with that kind of thing. So it looks like Forky's gonna be here for a while, and I say that and he dies. Oh boy, well, we do love being proven wrong around here. That tends to happen quite a bit. And there's the Richie kill on Shippo's side. Let's see what Forky does with Mewtwo. 6 combo, a 6 chain with a 4 combo, making it 7. Ooh, Mewtwo cleared one of the 4 combos right away. Oh, okay, that was not enough garbage. Not enough combos were made with that chain to really make that viable. I will often say at the end of very hard to try and keep the chains going until the opponents stop chaining, at least after you get a certain point, just to make sure that you have enough garbage to fill their stack. Ooh, there's an impressive force kill from Shippo on Lorelei. Maybe that will.
Yes, totally crushed her.
That's definitely a satisfying way to get it done, even if it's not the fastest. And there it is. There is the dot done from Forky at an official time of 18 minutes 41 seconds. I did say these runs would be hard to finish in under 20 minutes, and Forky just barely got that done. So well done to him.
Yes, very nice run. Any run under 20 minutes definitely has a good chance to win a race.
Oh, and Shippo almost had Bruno force killed under a 4 combo garbage blocks, but there might still be a window for this kill to happen.
Yeah, Curious Bruno clearing a lot of blocks.
All right. So
Yes.
there's Bruno done. Thank goodness. So I wonder now with Shippo having to get into having to get into a game 2 down 1-0. I wonder if there's anything that he might be able to work on for this next race. Although I'm just now getting word, and I can tell from the stream. Looks like Shippo is on a personal best pace.
Yeah, he's definitely got a little bit of time to play with to complete the last 2 stages. So who knows? You know, things can go well, and he could possibly. It's currently not topping off Gary 2 though. So hopefully Kira can get some chains combos together to top him off.
Aw, how nice of Forky to provide a little background music for this intermission between races.
All right.
Got some midified Pokemon world going on here. Like this soundtrack is it plays a lot from the original Pokemon to be a master soundtrack, and some of these beats are quite nice to listen to, even in midified form.
Yes, but of course nothing is as giddy sounding as the Team Rocket music.
It's hard to not feel giddy every time you hear it. And wow, this is a man. This Gary is just going in on Shippo's time right now. It was on a personal best pace when his best is 23:45. That is very much in jeopardy at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there was a little bit of clear from the greens that gave Gary enough time to get that 4 combo clear that I wanted. If that wasn't there, maybe the kill could have happened there. Just those little things like that can have such a big impact on the final time.
Yeah, just small things that can make the difference between minutes in a run.
Gary's stack was so low there. I wonder if Shippo had just took a one-eye glance to a stack. I wonder if they could have dropped another chain in time to pin him down. But now, oh boy, more time is being wasted by Gary. This cannot be great for Shippo's confidence going into the next race. Oh, finally, 3 minutes and 44 seconds later.
Okay.
Gary finally yields. Now we get on to the final battle himself, Mewtwo, which by the way, if you have not played this mode before, this is true for very hard and super hard. Normally the game is auto-saving after every single stage, but it does not auto-save after Gary 2. So if you lose to Mewtwo, you have to go right back to Gary the second. It has got to be one of the most devious tricks that intelligent systems and the like have ever put together. Which, by the way, this was not strictly an intelligent systems game. They had plans to release a quote proper N64 panel to pawn, but those plans were scrapped, and then afterwards a Nintendo of America subsidiary took the rights to the Puzzle League engine and made this Pokemon variety come from it. And this just happens to be the first game in the series where that final boss property takes place, and it just happened to be carried over for the GameCube variation.
Yeah, the GameCube variation for hard as the GameCube version actually corrected the order of difficulties, unlike PPL.
This is the only game where it's off, by the way.
Yeah, and V hard, the final boss, or I guess good ending mechanics, a little bit harder in the GameCube version.
Oh man, this feeling from Shippo, this cannot be a good feel. Anytime you get into a really long affair with Mewtwo, one cannot help but be super nervous about when this could eventually break apart. Ooh, I hope he can. I hope Shippo can hang in there for just a little bit longer. Seems like Mewtwo's running a bit low on panels, but oh, the stack's still not topped off. Oh no. Oh boy.
Yeah, unfortunately, this has been Shippo's undoing for this game. It's just not keeping the AI topped off. So hopefully he will maybe make some changes going into game 2, you know, maybe doing some longer chains or more combos, just anything to keep the AI topped off with garbage.
Now that leads me to wonder. I've been trying to pay attention to what Shippo's been doing, but I don't know if his chains have been necessarily been off. Finally gets the finish with the official race bot time of 27 minutes 35 seconds. I do wonder if it is simply a matter of making bigger chains or making more combos within the chains, because you can easily, I say somewhat easily, make your chains a little bit bigger if you put your mind to it. But thinking of ways to incorporate more combos within your chains can be a bit of an issue, and I do wonder, in your expert opinion, Thomas, which of those avenues would best serve Shippo to get this going, in the right direction.
I don't know. I would say just make longer chains, even if they don't have any combos in them. Now, of course, making longer chains, that's going to result in a bigger garbage block, which means the screen will shake more. But if if that keeps the AI topped off, then he can still get away with some pretty fast fights. But definitely making a bunch of combos while you're chaining is a little bit harder to do. That's sort of the next level of chaining.
All right, looks like the next race channel has been created. So we will be ready for this next race to go underway really soon. Alright, and the race chat is off, and we will find the streams catch up in just a little bit. Alright, we've got a Nidoran on Shippo's side and a Krabby on Forky's side opposing Ash and Pikachu here. I do have to wonder sometimes if the Pokemon that the CPU chooses in this mode ever has any bearing on how difficult the AI gets. The science behind this game has not really been all that perfected, so it's easy to speculate on something that sounds so ridiculous on its face.
I always thought the Pokemon selection for V-Hard and S-Hard was just random.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a random selection, but whether they had any impact on how the AI played afterwards, I could never quite figure that one out. But Forky getting a quick reset on Brock here, and that allows Shippo to start his Brock stage just a little bit earlier. You have to be a bit careful with the resets when you employ them super early on, because if the opponent finds a way to get hot with some really fast early stages, that can snowball and make you fall behind really fast. Alright, let's see how Forky approaches this Misty here. Nice little six chain. And they're following up with a 3 chain, and there is the kill. 16 seconds. That's pretty textbook. So while we have a moment transitioning stages, I'm gonna go ahead and stop both of these streams and see if I am able to rescue the audio imbalance that has taken place on the stream, and as everything gets completely discombobulated when I restart the video players. It's oh boy, yeah. It doesn't seem to have affected the sync any. So I guess we're kind of stuck with the audio difference between what you're seeing and what the two of us are talking about at the same time. Just a bit of an unfortunate thing that happens sometimes with the streams. That there's so many things that can create technical difficulties. Not all of them are within everyone's control, unfortunately. But it looks like now Erica finally runs out of stop time on Forky's side. Meanwhile, Shippo having a really tough time keeping Surge's stack topped off, as you pointed out earlier, Thomas, and he's just starting to fall further and further behind.
Yeah. Yeah, especially earlier on, you know, the early game AI is not that fast, so just topping them off can still lead to a fast fight.
In fact, I've been doing a little bit of experimenting with V hard in recent days. In fact, last night I had some sort of what some might confuse as an epiphany that maybe there were a bunch of times where we try to go for these like X5, X6 chains and a bunch of combos on some of these stages, and we drop the chain just a little bit early, and then the opponents still die in like 12 seconds. Like if you had $1 for every time that happened to you, Thomas, how rich would you be?
Well, being that I haven't really done as many runs of this as, say, U cards, I probably wouldn't be that rich. But there has definitely been a lot of times where, you know, not just this game, the other games too, where you know, sometimes you accidentally drop a chain, but then that leads to, like, you know, 8-second fights, 7-second fights.
Right. It's a bit of a luck-based affair for when that happens. So I've been trying to experiment with making like a bunch of really fast chains in this mode, where you keep your maximum chain at like an X3 and then just spam as many combos as you can find in there, and just keep making a bunch of X3 chains over and over again, so that way when those garbage blocks fall on the opponent's side, they don't make the screen shake as much. And when your screen is shaking from garbage, your stop time is not depleting. So the idea is that you make the opponent's screen shake as little as possible, and that way they get to their deaths just a little bit quicker. And I'll have to double check my recordings from last night, but I think I ended up getting like a 14-minute V hard from this. So it's definitely something worth checking into, especially if anyone of you are interested in trying to speedrun this game in any capacity.
Yeah, that's definitely a very interesting strategy to go about V hard.
Yeah, that's just the problem. All the strategies are interesting. Hardly any of them are backed by sound reasoning. So this community is definitely open to a little bit of innovation in that regard, to search for just about any form of consistency that can be found. So let's see here. Blaine is wasting a bit of Forky's time, and there's the kill from Blaine there, and a bunch of time looks like it's about to be wasted on Sabrina for Shippo, and Sabrina just barely runs out of time, and Shippo gets through with the 30, but Forky continuing to hold about a one-stage lead.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Kira did actually do a very good job of keeping Sabrina topped off, and that resulted in a pretty fast fight. So if he can just keep doing that, then, you know, good chance he can actually get a pretty decent time out of this.
Oh no, there's a nice kill from Forky on Tracy, 24 seconds. That's almost certainly the type of time you want to see going into this second half of the run.
Yes, definitely any stage under 30 seconds is very good.
Oh boy, Forky playing with fire just a little bit, raising his stack all the way to the top. That's not generally recommended unless you know exactly what you're doing once you get up there, and it must have worked because Team Rocket runs out of time at 18 seconds.
Hey, whatever works.
That's kind of the big takeaway from this stream and from this game. Just whatever works. Like I said, we're kind of open to innovation in like consistent kill strats. So yeah, at this point, you just gotta go with whatever works. And Giovanni on Forky's side lowering his stack instead of trying to do anything with the garbage, and there's a 21-second kill. Pretty good stuff from Forky's mid game here. He's just running away with us.
Yeah, open up a nice big, almost 4-stage lead now, but
oh, Shippo, no! Shippo lost at 2 minutes on Blaine. Oh no.
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh no.
Well, that is one way to reset the fight. Not exactly the best way, but he will have another chance to get the force kill.
And oh jeez, this I don't know if this is all RNG or Forky's actually doing something right here, but his past 4 stages have been absolutely immaculate.
Yeah, just beautiful execution with the double 4 combos and chains.
Oh, Forky tried to keep that chain going just a little bit longer. Just could not, so he's got to sell for, I believe that was an X7. Oh, he just keeps going. There's no stopping this madman. There's a reason this guy is a former SR world record holder. Holy moly.
Yeah, he also did have the V-Hard world record before for, I think, 24 hours?
Oh, right, that. I'm not sure how much he wants to talk about that.
But yes, he did once have the V-Hard world record for this game.
And then, yeah, let's just say I decided to do something about that.
Oh my god, the chains and combos on Forky's side. Ooh, stretch it all the way out to the 10.
Wow.
All the blocks.
Wow, the timing on Forky's garbage drops are absolutely immaculate right now. Like, oh, okay, I better zip my lip. I was about to say something about the potential of this run, and I know what happens when you do that, so I better cut that out and just watch Forky work on this Gary too. You've got to be kidding me!
Very nice.
These last 7 stages have been absolutely insane.
Yes. Oh yes.
Absolutely crazy.
Come on, Forky. Come on, just one more, just like that.
Oh, he started with a 7 combo. I don't know how to feel about this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Forky's Mewtwo's have traditionally, in like recent past, have had issues. Oh no. Oh, but if he follows, oh my goodness, if he follows up with, oh no, that's not gonna work. There's some purple hearts. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was actually almost one heck of a save.
Well, and unfortunately, no personal best from Forky in this one, but this is still a rather impressive showing. Like 7 of those last 8 stages were absolutely insane. And there it goes.
Yeah.
officially clocking in at RaceBot at a time of 14 minutes 11 seconds, a 40-second improvement over his previous best race time.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh man,
That is a time.
Oh, just like what are you supposed to do with that if you're going against a top seed like Forky, and he just pulls that out of nowhere. Holy moly. That is wow. I'm literally doing the golden mind blown face right now with how disgustingly precise Forky was with his attacks in 7 of those last 8 stages. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Congrats to Forky there. And unfortunately, Shippo has decided that he's had enough. Not even getting through Tracy, and he decides to forfeit the race. Oh.
Yeah, when you see somebody just get a time like that, it's like, what are you gonna do?
Wow. If that is any indication of how much of a force Forky could be in this tournament, I'm not sure what is.
Yeah, but really for any top seed, and actually, believe it or not, that 1411? That is the new SOL record, beating my 1433.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So, yes, that is an SOL world record for Bbforky.
Oh my. That is quite the showing from Forky there. That is some really good stuff. Oh man. It's a good thing I am not close enough to him in bracket to face him in a V hard match, because that would leave me just a little bit crazy. So so with that in mind, let's take a gander over at the Puzzle League bracket. Forky officially moving on over KiraraXShippo and awaiting the winner of Lightning and Shady Jakey. So taking a look at this group, Thomas, we haven't had your opinion on how you think this bracket is going to shake up on this stream. So taking a quick gander at the matchups, what are you expecting, and what are you most excited to see in the final rounds of this tournament?
Oh boy, well, definitely looks like, the winners quarterfinals is gonna have some pretty good matches potentially. Let's see here. Yes, we got Nicole hanging down there at the bottom of the winners quarterfinals. We got yourself cards chilling up there at the top. But yeah, there's still some good matches waiting. We got Flagelstan and Swordsman Kirby. Those are 2 really quite solid players at this game. That should be a good one.
So out of probably like the well, let's see, how many of these players do you think have a legitimate shot of winning this whole thing?
Man, there's there's actually quite a few, honestly, because with how much this game is luck based, what one person just has to go on a tear and can easily just win the entire tournament. So definitely, I see one, two, three, four. Definitely several can can make a good run for the tournament title.
Oh man, like this tournament is almost like legitimately, I would say, 6 deep in the amount of people that can win. And if Lightning can turn it on, find the magic that he most certainly once had in this mode, maybe he can have a very real chance at this. It's going to be these next few rounds are going to be really exciting. And let's take a gander at the losers bracket real fast. Shippo does move down to the losers bracket with that loss. This is a double elimination tournament after all, and he will be taking on the loser of Lightning and Jake. So do you think anyone could potentially fall into losers and make a serious run at this?
That's definitely a possibility. There are possibilities. One of the top seeds gets upset, moves down, and all of a sudden just gets on a tear through the losers bracket and gets all the way up to the grand finals.
I just wonder though who would be the most possible to do that, because I see what could potentially come down in the next winners round. There's a potential Yume Tsubasa and Flagelstan matchup, and both of those opponents are just really able to tear into a V hard when they put their minds to it. So oh man, you get one of those in the losers bracket, watch out, because that one of them could really do a lot of damage in that lower half of the bracket.
Yeah, and if that match does happen, I definitely am pretty excited, because they are two, I would say, really evenly matched players.
For sure, they both have competitive super hard mode times for sure. In fact, Flag's super hard time is 9 seconds faster than Yume at this point. The main reason Flag is a lower seed at this point is because Flag primarily does S hard and doesn't have as great times for V hard. But yeah, I would not be surprised. Hopefully this isn't too far forward looking on my end, but I would not be surprised to see either one of them when I finally get to do a super hard match.
Yeah, definitely, especially Flagelstan, putting in a bunch of hours practicing S hard. If he makes it to the S hard rounds, he is definitely going to be one of the people to watch out for.
All right. Now that this match is done, and we've basically talked about everything that we could talk about with this one. What do you have any final thoughts on what we saw tonight?
Well, GG Bbforky played really well, especially that last game was just that last game was just unreal. And shouts to Kira. First game you definitely hung in there for quite a while in that first game, but I definitely think if he works on just keeping the AI topped off, maybe you could definitely make a run through that losers bracket.